Hello, scholars. I'm going to work through the IXL exercise 11.1, Identify Main Verbs and Helping Verbs. Before we get to the exercise, though, let's just do a quick review of verbs. Verbs are really important because at the core of any grammatically complete sentence, you've got to have a subject-verb pair. If I take the sentence on the screen and I cut it down to its essential pieces, I'm going to be left with 3 words. The bride walked. That's a subject and a verb. The subject is doing something or being something. The verb shows what the subject is doing or being. That's what we need for a sentence in English. Now, when I ask my students what a verb is, they'll typically say action word, and that's true, but it's a little incomplete. Let's talk about 3 kinds of verbs. Okay, action verbs do show what the subject is doing, and that includes visible action like running or swimming or dancing, but also mental action like pondering or thinking or dreaming. Okay, linking verbs show what the subject is. So I am happy, I am a teacher. And a good test for those is I, she, we, you, blank ugly. If it's that sentence, it's probably going to be a linking verb. The third kind of verb is a helping verb, and helping verbs help main verbs. By main verbs, we need the action and the linking verbs. Okay, but what do they help with? Okay, first of all, helping verbs can show tense and aspect, which is how the verb relates to the flow of time. But that's a topic for a different lesson. Okay, but if I take I go, I can add the word will, then I've got a future tense. I can take the word go, add have, and now I've got a present perfect tense. So I've just shifted it up a little bit there. Okay, helping verbs also help make questions like I should go, shouldn't I? And we need them for negatives. So if we're going to put a not in the sentence, we probably need a helping verb with it. Okay, helping verbs also help a main verb show ability, possibility, probability, and necessity. For example, I can go. Can shows my ability to go, right? I might go shows the possibility of going. I must go shows the necessity of going. Now, the nice thing about helping verbs is it's a very limited category. There aren't too many of them. And if you've got the ones on the screen here in your head, then that's pretty much what you need to know. Now, just a reminder, of course, that verbs are the quick change artists of the grammar kingdom. They can change their clothes and dress up as different parts of speech. So you can have verbs doing the job of nouns or as adjectives or adverbs. We call those verbals. That's a lesson for a different time. But just remember, if you're dealing with a verb that's doing the job of the verb, there are a couple tests you can apply. First of all, should be making a sentence, should have a subject right there with it, something or someone that's doing that verb. I go, she runs, you play, they are. Okay, second, if it's doing the job of a verb, it should change when you change the verb tense of the sentence, or if it's a helping verb, it's just going to drop in and out. So if I say I run, well, that's present tense. I ran, past tense, the word that changes is the verb. I will run, that's future tense. We had a helping verb drop in there. Okay, I have run. Okay, that's that present perfect tense. Again, we've got a helping verb that's dropped in there. So if you play with your verb tenses, change it from past, present, future. Okay, the word that changes in the sentence is going to be the verb. For a helping verb, one way to test for it is just to take it and swing it back to the end of the sentence to make a question. I can run, can't I? Again, if you can swing it around like that, you know you've got a helping verb. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the exercise. And this exercise will either be choosing main verbs or helping verbs, and you got to read the instructions each time, because when I was doing this myself, I kept messing up just because I was not reading the instructions, and so I was choosing whatever I'd chosen in the previous sentence. Okay, in this one, we need the main verb. So I've got the nurse was taking the patient's temperature every hour. Okay, if I change the tense, I could say the nurse is taking, the nurse will be taking, the nurse has taken. And you can see that the words that are changing are these ones right here. Okay, with was and taking, I hope it's pretty clear that the one that's the main one is take, whereas was is just helping make that continuous or progressive aspect. Okay, it's just helping make the verb tense, so to speak. So let's choose taking there. Okay, Mr. Sherman had advised them about their business in the past. Again, if I play with the verb tenses, I could say Mr. Sherman will advise them, Mr. Sherman is advising them, and the words that change are right here. So helping verb, main verb. Okay, in this case, it's asking for the helping verb, and the helping verb is going to come in front of the main verb. I hope it's pretty clear that advised is like you can visualize something almost with that, whereas this is just doing a little functional job here with the verb tense. So let's click that. Rita might stay the night at the hotel. Okay, if I play with my verb tenses, she will stay, she could stay, she has stayed, she is staying. Again, those are the words that change if I start playing with my verb tenses. And stay is the main one. Again, the helping verb is going to come first. So let's choose that. You must handle the chemicals carefully at all times. Okay, if I play with the verb tenses again, you must handle, you will handle, you should handle. You have handled, you are handling, you handle. Again, when I start playing around with those verb tenses and aspects, these are the two words that change. Main verb to the right of the helping verb. Okay, we're looking for the main verb again. The sun will rise at 6:23 tomorrow morning. Core of the sentence, the sun will rise. Again, if I'm not sure, I can play with the verb tenses. The sun has risen. The sun does rise. The sun is rising. Again, these are the words that change if I start changing it from past, present, future, or changing the aspect of the verb. And by aspect, we mean whether it's happening right now or it's happened at some point up till now. But again, it's how the action relates to the flow of time. But again, that's something for a different lesson. Okay, so my main verb here is going to be rise. Will is going to be my helping verb. Okay, Aiden is tickling his little brother's feet. If I say he was tickling, he should be tickling, he tickles. Okay, these are the words that change. Okay, helping verb going to be to the left. Main verb right there beside it. Oh, did I choose the wrong one? Yes, I told you I was going to mess up for not reading the directions each time. All right, well, such is life, such is life. Be more careful. Okay, we're looking for the helping verb. I've got Ariel and Malik are designing clothes for a fashion show. Okay, I've got are designing. That's going to be my verb. I'm getting the helping verb this time. Let's choose are. Again, it's just helping make that progressive or continuous present progressive aspect. You may help yourself to some apricots. Thank you, I will. Apricots are delicious. Okay, my main verb here looks like help. Okay, helping verb is going to be may. Jasper would like a hamburger. Again, if I play with my verb tenses, he will like, he liked, he is liking. Again, these are going to be the words that change here. So there's my main verb. That's the helping verb. Again, main verb to the left, helping verb to the, no, I've got that backwards. Left and right, get them right? Okay, helping verb to the left, main verb to the right. Helping verb comes first. True, Vincent's peculiar choice of clothing does have a certain charm. Okay, I could say Vincent's peculiar choice of clothing will have a certain charm, may have a certain charm, did have a certain charm. Again, if I could play with the helping verb and change that around. Okay, that's my main verb. And have is sometimes a helping verb, but in this sentence, it's the main one, right? Meaning possess. Okay, so one of those action verbs. I shall visit the grocery store on my way home from the doctor's. Okay, we're looking for the helping verb here. Okay, visit is what we're actually doing. The helping verb is going to be shall. Now, if you think, why do helping verbs matter? We're going to be talking about verb tense this year and just keeping them consistent. And if you do have a helping verb, it's going to be the helping verb that shows the tense. So right here, I've got Mike Dixon did run. Okay, that's my verb phrase here. Run is the main one, okay, but did is what actually shows that it's past tense. Okay, in this case, I'm choosing the main one, but again, will shows future, did in this case shows past. But if you're trying to figure out what the tense of a verb is and there's a helping verb, you've got to look at the helping verb because that's what shows the tense. By the early 1900s, people were arriving in New York from all over the world. Okay, people are arriving, people will be arriving, people have arrived. Again, if I play with the verb tense, these are the words that change. And just again, there's the helping verb that's showing that past tense there. So helping verb shows the tense if you have a helping verb. We do hope for more rain this year because of the severe drought. Okay, well, the main verb here is hope. Do is the helping verb. Okay, and I'm just going to try and move a little faster here. Okay, now we've got a question here. And remember, helping verbs help make that question. So in this case, the should is working together with the save. Okay, you could phrase it as a sentence if that helps you. We should save. Okay, but the helping verb is what actually swings around to make the question. So let's click on that out front there. Okay, and in this case, the young musician was already performing in front of people at the age of 7. Well, performing is what he's, or she, whoever it is doing. Okay, we've got was that's helping out. And then we've got a little adverb tucked in there, but that, I mean, that doesn't affect anything. It's just giving some information here. So the musician was performing. That's our verb. Let's go with the main one there with performing. Okay, there's a helping verb making past. And remember, not is not a helping verb, not's an adverb. All right, and that's the end.